All right, so today we're trying out a brew of mine. It's just Rakdos Madness. It just uses Smuggler's Copter, Inti, Fable, Blood Tokens, Bloodthorn Flail. Just always discard outlets for our Madness cards. Playing 3 copies of Croxa, just because it's free. You are always happy to see any number of those in any game. And then Shrapnel Blast, just because kind of as a finisher, just with all the artifact production that we have with Bomac, Courier, Copter, and all that. Shrapnel Blast is pretty much never a dead card, and you're happy to draw more than one of those every game. And then for sideboard, still definitely a work in progress. Leyline of the Void, pretty much for Phoenix, and that's about it. Lily and Thoughtseize really just for the control matchup. Maybe Lotus Field too. Also have the Damping Sphere for Lotus Field. Pushes for any just creature-based matchup. Although with the life gain we have with Alms of the Vein, and then just incidental removal with Shrapnel Blast and Fiery Temper, we usually have a pretty decent matchup into those, like your Mono Whites and Heroic and stuff like that. And then with our absolute just terrible dog walking awful matchups being Amalia and Rakdos Vampires, we have Tears of Valakut in there just to get rid of those Vein Rippers. If we make them play a fair game plan, we have a shot, but if they just turn 3 Vein Ripper us, we're screwed pretty much. And then the Rampaging Ferocidon, that's for Amalia. I don't love it. They have infinite ways to deal with it, tutorable ways to deal with it, but you gotta try something. But yeah, with that being said, I think we can go ahead and enter in a league and see how it goes. Why would we win a die roll? It's not allowed. This hand's not amazing, but I'm gonna keep it because I'm in the blind. Could use some lands and some more threats right now. We're dead in the water. Oh, it's a Haunted Ridge, so yeah, we're dead in the water if they have any removal, but don't hate another land, but I'm not happy about it. Okay, I can live with that. So this might just be like normal Rakdos mid-range if they're playing Bankbuster. I don't know if this is going to be the Sorin Vein Ripper. Last words of a guy who gets Vein Ripper turn 3. I guess we just... I'm going to swing in and then just play Copter. See if I can't maybe get a better creature to crew it next turn. But worst case scenario, we just crew it with a Bomac Courier. What is going on over there? Alright, sounds good. Sweet, so we're dodge removal for a turn, which means we're kind of online now. Actually, what a draw. I think that's pretty huge. It might be a mistake to play this on black, but I think just given the way our hand looks right now, I think we have to. And then... yeah, let's go ahead and go second Courier. And then we will Crew Copter, combat and swing in. Always yield. Yes. Holy Alms of the Vein. We are flooding on Madness cards, but luckily they haven't interacted with our Copter yet, so we kind of just get to do this with Reckless Abandon. See, now we've already got him in the danger zone, so unless they start doing something next turn, then they might be ball game. Especially because we have Bloodthorn Flail to equip next turn. What is he casting? Oh, that's an ouchie. That's an ouchie. I wasn't ready for that. So we're playing just against Rakdos Transmogrify. That's a big ouchie. Won't lie. All right. How do we get ourselves out of this pickle? I think we have to draw exactly Shrapnel Blast off of this copter. Hang on. All right. So what I'm gonna do? That's tough. Because I can equip Bloodthorn Flail twice and get him down to 3. And that does put him in the danger zone. But he's going to gain 7 off any attack, and he's just... I'm going to get life gained out of the game. I think what we have to do is high roll it and stack Bowmat Courier, get our Madness triggers. And then we need exactly land and 4th Alms of the Vein. Not quite. But, I mean, we have a lot, very high life total, and we are far from dead in the water. Not quite yet. We'll have to see what he does next turn with a grip full of cards. But, let's pass the turn, see what he can do. I like that card in this deck a lot. That's very cool. Yeah, I'll take 7. You go back up to 9. Stupid Vigilance. Oh, okay, he's playing Mardu. Looks like the end of the line. Don't think I can come back from that one. So we'll equip here, discard Croxa. Cast the Croxa. Yeah, I'm gonna just scoop it up. Can't cut back from that. Alright, now that we know what they're doing, that helps. And I think we'll just run Thoughtseizes and then Lily, honestly just as an edict effect. And then we can ditch the Courier, a Flail, and an NT. I think I'm okay with running it like that. I don't think push is worth bringing in, especially because... Yeah, because they can just Transmogrify like their Bagbuster and stuff, so it's just not really worth it. It's going to be a dead card for most of the match. This hand is terrible. This hand's not amazing, but I can rock with it. I think we'd put back the Croxa, double Shrapnel Blast. We're gonna have the artifact production to do it. and just being able, just having 10 points of burn in your hand is pretty huge. Just let you win out of nowhere, but this hand definitely needs some help. Keep bottom Croxa. Same as last game. I think we're just gonna have to dodge some removal, dodge some interaction. We almost had him last game. We were turned too slow. If we were on to play that game, it was a wrap. But sadly, this hand is not nearly as good. Alright. Thoughtseize. Alright. Do your worst. Yeah, figured as much. But hey, you just Thoughtseize the burn deck, so, I mean... Sadly, I think that 2 life was... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just... That's what happens when you're stupid. You miss your land drops because you click through them. Yeah, Thoughtseize me again. Take that Travel Blast. Alrighty, opponent. Start doing something or you're dead. I think you just thought you could have Thoughtseized yourself into an early grave. That is relevant. So I can get him down to 7 here, and then I have lethal burn in my hand. Non-token creature. Well, I think that's an easy choice. So he goes to 8. And then he is dead. Wait, no, he's not. He's not dead yet. Alrighty. Well, we're just gonna pass the turn and see what happens. He has not developed his board at all, so I don't see how he could. He would have to go. Oh. Discard Madness Trigger. There we go. Sweet. Alright. Game 3. I don't think the plan changes. I think we're just trying to go fast and pray. And if they want to Thoughtseize themselves down to 10 life, then we'll take that. But now the opponent kind of gets a better idea of what we're doing. Although I guess he probably already did. Again, not great. His hand's very clunky. But turn 2 swinging in with a Bloodthorn, Voldaren Epicure. I mean, that's a clock. That's a decent clock. So, again, if they just move slow, then we've got a shot. Nice, okay, sweet. So that's actually a much better turn 2. And then we can go turn 3 beats with the Bloodthorn Flail. And if we find a 3rd land, that means we get to flail and hold up Shrapnel Blast. Perfect. Just like we drew it up. Throw down the Blood Tithe. So let's see what they do this turn. Fable as well. as much as it pains me, I think we have to get rid of that goblin. I think we lose our blood tithe. Yeah, I think that might have to be the plan. So we can... Yeah, so we can blood tithe the goblin, kill it, play our own Fable. He can't transmogrify next turn because he won't have the mana. We're only getting in for 1 this turn. Yeah, I like that plan. So we'll go ahead and get rid of the goblin. Hate to lose my clock, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I think the nut draw would be a madness card next turn. Need to draw that for turn so I can ditch the Fable. Get our value. He dumps the Edict, which is not good for me, I don't think. Duress, okay. So he'll take Shrapnel Blast, that sucks. But if that's how he's using his turn. Another Fable? Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Okay, so I think we ditch a land here. I'm gonna go ditch land, Croxa. Ouchies. It's tough. So, go flail. Okay, so now I can see what he does, see if he blocks. So he trades goblins. Makes me think he doesn't have a creativity in his hand. But the cool part is because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just discard there. And red, black, red, black. Let's escape this Croxa, get the last card out of their hand, and then sadly they get a redraw with Fable, but they need some help right now. So okay, and they discard a land, take 3, so they got to find something next turn or it's a ball game. Heal through this turn, opponent, do your worst. If he rips creative or transmogrify, then that's a rip, but beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. Moving on to match 2. I think I fixed some of the audio issues that you might have been hearing at the start of the video. Figured out the problem. I don't think this hand's good enough. I don't know what I'm playing against, but this is just kind of dirtles. This hand, I'm gonna risk it. If they have a removal spell, I lose. They have a single one, it's a wrap. But we will try it. Alright, opponent, I dealt 1, do your worst. Uh-oh, that's Phoenix. That means little man's gonna die. Alright, we're back. We're so back. Let's see if he lets this guy live. Okay, so now we'll go Epic here. And then we'll go ahead and throw down the flail. Spell Pierce it, please. You're tanking it? Oh, okay. In my testing, Phoenix has been a pretty good matchup, so I'm confident, but this hand is bad, so we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, dang it. Alright. I was hoping to just dump my hand next turn if I drew a land. If he has a removal spell in response, or if we just get to crack in for 3. Ah, he's got a removal spell. Tough. Alright, I mean, ditching a land. At least it's not ditching a Phoenix. He doesn't get it for free. But let's see. We're gonna need to draw something good. No Shredder, that's good news for us. Alright. So I think what we do is instead of equipping here, I want to attack. I guess we weren't really doing that anyways. That might have been dumb. I should have just equipped discard the Fiery Temper, but I don't know, maybe holding something up is worth something. But opponent's just kind of dirtling over there. Picklock, yeah. Alright, so that's not good for us. What does he put in his hand? Probably put Sleight of Hand, yeah. Oh no, Fiery Impulse. Okay, that's fine. If Treasure Cruise, that's tough. So he's probably getting a Phoenix back this turn. But if he only has one removal spell, then we might be in business. Playing that on red means he's almost assuredly got more than one removal spell. Galvanic Iteration into Fire Prophecy. Alright, buddy. I respect it. Alright. Yeah, you might have me this game. Yeah, you got it, buddy. I got time, but not much. Ah, man. So I think what we do, we crack a blood, discard the temper, and we'll madness cast the temper. We're just gonna go face. There's no point in going for the Phoenix. He's gonna get it back next turn. Well, that's not irrelevant. He kind of has over-prioritized removal. Oh, Ashiok. Oh, okay. That's the tech. I forgot about that. Okay. I mean, if you want to exile my yard, that's fine. I got no Croxus in there, so I don't really care. Alright. If that is how you spend your turn, that is A-okay. Alright, come on. Need some help off the top. Nice. Alright, we will take that, and we're gonna pray that we don't get spell pierced. I sniff it. Oh, they were F6. Let's go. Alright, so we're back in business. I got 5 points of burn in my hand. He's at 8. We got a shot. Alright, impulse, yeah. So we still got a while before we can activate Hall. Let's just see what he does. Also, I don't know why he didn't target himself with the mill last turn. I'm sure he'll do it this time. There we go. Yeah, he did it this time. Bird makes life a little harder. Oof. Another cruise. Alright, so we're getting hit for probably 6 this turn. I'm sure he's got. Yeah. Okay. Just read Fae. Or not Fae, Picklock. Alright, come on, deck. We need help. Not quite what I'm looking for. I think I'm going to pitch that. Not bad. Let's see if he just swings out and breeds. Well, he's got Vigilance on the Picklock, so that probably just isn't going to work, but... One land away from being able to activate Hall, but I don't think that's going to end up being relevant. Axe pitching Odawara. Okay. I thought we had a shot. Then my opponent treasure cruised 3 times. That's a tough one to beat. So am I just dead this turn? He's gonna 3, 6, 9, 12. Probably just 100% dead. Yep, I'm dead. Go ahead and scoop it up. That's fine. He just, I mean, hard to beat. 3 treasure cruises in 1 game. Bring in the push just for Ledger Shredder. And then, of course, the Leyline of the Void. The whole reason they're in the sideboard is for this matchup. I think now that we've seen the Ashiok, I think we cut 2 of those. We'll cut some of the couriers. Copter is not really where I want to be in this matchup. It's just committing too much resources, and it just lines right up into their fiery impulses. Rather just... Yeah, they seem to be prioritizing removal over just keeping the train moving as well, despite, again, cruising 4 times. Hard to beat that. Absolutely take the play. Cannot keep a 1-lander, especially Sulphur Springs. Yeah, we got a 0-lander. Well, looks like we're going to lose this match before we even got to play. we're gonna need a pretty amazing 5 to take it down. Opponent's deep in the tank on pressing the OK button. Let's go. Alright. I dated out my opponent tanking for 2 hours. We have a terrible hand. But they kept a 7, so maybe it's bad. Maybe they kept 7 bad cards. Sleight of hand. Right, that's at least nice, so we're not just taking 1,000,000 damage every turn. I would love to equip this flail this turn, because it would require them to have another spell, but I don't think it's worth it. Another spell for impulse, but then it's just dead to axe, so what's the point, you know what I mean? Alright. Need NT. NT is not bad. Alright, so I think I don't want them to connive. I think I'm just gonna discard alms to equip, and then I'm chunking in for 5. And I'll just hold on to this NT for next turn. See if they block, and if they do, then I'll play NT, but otherwise, yeah, no, they don't block. They need that Shredder to survive, but I mean, they gotta have something. I'm sure they will. They're untapping the Shredder. Oof, that's tough. So probably a removal spell here, although Impulse doesn't get it done. He's gonna have Axe. Yeah, that's what we figured. Opponent just keeps having it all. That's not nothing. That is, in fact, not nothing. Again, we got him at 8, then we got a blasted hand. It's, could be an inch or a mile. No difference. Freeze the Fae. Drawing a lot of cards. What are the odds he doesn't leave back a blocker and doesn't kill my NT? Could we get that lucky? Discards Anger of the Gods. That's a power move. It's a power move, and I think that's a move that says I lose this game. Shock, please, por favor. We like a shock, but we don't like a removal. Don't remove it. That's a removal. He's removal. Or treasure cruising. No. That's a tough one. Alright, so I'm just dead. I think I'm just dead. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I'm down to 3. Alright, so What's a Bomat Courier or a Voldaran Epicure off the top? What do I gotta do for it, huh? Not where we want to be. Back the blood. Let's see if the Shaka landed. Just for fun, you know? We got Phoenix pretty hard this game, this match. Yeah, that was an ass beating. Not much we can do about that. We'll draw for match 3. Elastic 1-lander, but it's full of 1-drops, so I think we have to keep it. Oh, and we're going against Boggles, or is this... Oh, no. Okay, so... Sadly, we got the worst matchup. This league's not being kind to us. Yep. And no land either. We'll have to see it. Not much you can do in this matchup besides pray. Hitting your land drops helps, but we can't have it all. We got to only draw 2 drops on 1 land. Pony got 5 cards in hand and a Fauna Shaman. I see no reason why I shouldn't be dead next turn. Or even this turn, I'm sure they could manage to pull it off. It's the Amalia experience. Yeah, go ahead and go get that Amalia. Amalia Benavides. Alright, well, I need a removal spell. A 1-mana removal spell, so Fiery Temper. It's not quite it. Gonna crack in for 3. Yeah, no, they're F6. They don't care. They know this game's over. They got a Wild Growth Walker in hand. And I will scoop as soon as I see that. Or there's got a cord, because they can cord just with this mana. Can cord for, what, 3? Yeah. Interesting. Don't think I'm gonna block that. Oh, okay, he's doing it in combat. Makes sense. I don't know why. Yeah, alright, buddy, you got it. Alright, so we'll bring in the 3 Ferocidons, 2 pushes, and you know what, why not 2 Thoughtseizes? Croaks is never escaping. I think we cut an Inti, a Flail, trim on our Fables a little bit, just because it's a miracle if we reach 3 mana anyways. Yeah, I think we'll just ditch the last Croxa. Run it like that, see what happens. Oh, Zero Lander. Alright, I guess we have to. I will keep... Guess I gotta keep Bottom of Temper here. I just don't have any discard outlets besides Courier, but that's not gonna be online for a while. And sadly, now they're gonna bring in all their Fatal Pushes. They really don't have to board at all, because this matchup is so miserable, but... Yep. You want to trade, opponent? Oh. Yeah, you're just gonna offset all of the damage I'm doing. But I can't exactly just waste a push. I can technically win through that, I cannot win through a combo. Alright, I don't hate that. Alright, so I mean we're clocking them a little bit. Shaman, fine. I still think this Fatal Push just has to be earmarked for Amalia. Haywire Might. He can go ahead and get rid of my Copter. It's just getting so much life. That's not a bad draw. Alright, so that means... that changes things a little bit, because now... So I think we go ahead and crew. Make him use his treasure and Haywire Might. Should have played the Ferocidon first, but yeah, he would have just killed it anyways. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That's cool. So now, then, Wish I had a 4th land. I'd push the Shaman and then play Ferocidon. Alright, so he's got to find an answer. Gotta find an answer and combo. I'm sure they won't have a hard time. Yeah. Skyclave, yep. Why wouldn't he? I just do not like very consistent combo decks that are incredibly difficult to interact with. So I think what we are on, I think as much as I hate to use a Shrapnel Blast on anything besides face, I think we can get our 3/3, shock in our land, and we can hold that push as well as a big ol' hand refill with Bomat Courier. See if we can't grind through it. Coco, main phase. Alright, so I guess we'll just push the Walker, and then we're going to activate Bomat Courier and draw a bunch of cards. Not exactly what we want to see, but what can you do? Alright, he's got 1 card in hand. If you got it, you got it. 2 cards now, obviously, but... Another Coco. Now return to the ranks for a Wild Growth Walker. Hey, Wire White. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just yield to the next end step, buddy. You got it. I think we... I'll hold on to the foil. Just makes our dudes bigger. That's not bad, but I don't love it. Alright, so I think what we do, we go flail. Sack on Walker. Eat my blood, that's fine. I think we go... We'll just crack the blood then, discard a temper. That's a bit of an ouchie. I didn't see that line coming. Eating my blood. That was a good heads up play for sure. Draw here, see what we get. Another land, that sucks. We'll crack in for 6, see what they do. Alright, we'll hold up an alms. Or well, hold up. Maybe pretend like we got something. They're still drawing blanks, so... We're at the mercy of the top of our library. Copter's not bad. Alright, so I think we suit up now. We're just gonna crack in. Yep. Alright, so I can hold up Den as a... they can't swing with the Amalia anyways, so I will just... If they played it next turn. So I'll just play this Copter now, and then I can at least get some unblockable beats in with the Copter. Or they don't have anything that can block it. If they rip the Amalia, we were never winning anyways. Oh, they just ripped another Coco. Or Return to the Ranks, or Court of Calling. What are you casting? Court of Calling for 2. Alright, buddy. You got it. You win. You playing the better deck. I don't know. Let's just play it out. Why not? So if he just destroys everything and then I rip a push, then I mean... Not the fastest combo in the world. I'm gonna make you work for it, opponent. Alright, you got me. Alright, on the play for match 3. Sorry, match 4. Because I'm 1-2. This hand is solid. We can curve out at least. Phoenix again. Kraken for 1. Play Copter. Okay, no cantrip into turn. Ledger Shredder. Oh no, Oh, okay, it's as an insult, not Phoenix. Sweet. Alright, so this is a fun matchup. It's just interesting. I'm gonna try to avoid shocking, so play the pathway. And then I will probably pitch this Blood Crypt. I know that Alms of the Vein is the difference maker in this matchup, for sure. But if he just gets a 5/5 Smuggler's Copter this turn, then I'm not in the best of positions. Okay, Inti, I can live with that. Okay, discards a land. He's just like me for real. Something about NT, man. NT triggers just get NT on the top of your library. It's crazy. I'll take 4. Wiltshire or whatever it is. Yeah, Torch the Tower. That's the card. That's unfortunate, but we'll live. Ooh, a second Fable. I think we want that. I'm gonna just ditch the... I'm gonna ditch the land. Just the Sulphur Springs. Shrapnel Blast is massive. So let's see. So I can go land, flail. I don't think, yeah, there's no way I can kill him this turn. Because I could get him down to 11. Yeah, so can't kill him this turn, but we can get mighty close. Oh, I should play my land first so that a burn spell off the top with Smuggler's Copter is live. Okay, so no land off the top. Opponent takes 4. Alright, so they're at 10. So I can kill them next turn. Let's see what they muster up. So they can hit me for 4, 6, 7. They can hit me for at least 7 this turn if they have another creature. Alright, in Soul, we don't love a 6/6 Copter. That's not too fun. 6, 8, 9. So we're getting hit for 9 down to 7. Doesn't discard anything to NT. That's surprising. Discards a land off NT, Voldaren Epicure. That sucks. We don't really want to see that. Just play the Epicure. Okay, so I'm definitely dead next turn. I gotta figure out a way to kill him. But we get some redraws off of Fable. Alright, well, Croaks is a free discard, which is nice. So we're definitely discarding. I don't think I want to ditch the Shrapnel Blast. Okay, yeah, no, I got them. They're dead. Because I can just put Bloodthorn Flail. Yeah, okay, easy. So, what we do is we cast Bloodthorn Flail. And then we crew with Reflection. Equip. Discarding a card. We'll discard the second Flail. Move combat, swing out. Alright, so last night I had a little bit of recording issues, so I went ahead and just finished the league off of recording, and I figured I'd just go back and kind of talk about them. As you can see, I did win that game 1 against, Is It Insole? And then, as you can see, only 2 games, so I got it in 2, but this game was pretty interesting. Here, if I can bring this up. There we go. So on the draw, hands gas, and then them not having a 1-drop, definitely felt very in control of this game off the rip. Just kind of going through the motions. Both of our decks kind of do their thing around turn 3. Here, I just was not ready for this. He threw down the demolition into the demolition into Bushwhacker, and I figured I was probably going to lose this game because that was a pretty hot start. But again, I said it earlier, Alms of the Vein, just an insane difference maker in this matchup. Just drain 3, and then now like I have a higher life total than him, and he's had a way better start than I did. And so here he just swings out. I don't know why he doesn't swing with the Copter here. That seemed like just a big punt on his end. He doesn't swing with the Copter, so that's essentially 2 damage he missed out on. But, you know, it ended up not mattering. So here I just cycled the Blood and Fiery Temper just to chip in a little extra damage and see what I can't make happen. Drawing the Shrapnel Blast here was huge. And then here, yeah, didn't have enough mana to make a second artifact, say with the Copter, and then double blast. And so I knew I was dead next turn. There was no sense of trying to play defensively. So many little dudes. These Shrapnel Blasts aren't going to do anything. So I decided to just crew up the Copter and just high roll it. And I needed to pull exactly a burn spell or a Voldaren Epicure off the top with the Copter. So I swing in and I get the Epicure. Decided to risk it. It paid off. Epicure gets him down to 5. Shrapnel Blast kills him. So easy peasy. I say that. Incredibly lucky. I just went for it because I knew I was dead anyways. But yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to the last match of the league. So on to the last match of the league. As you can see, it was a 3-game match. It was a pretty close one. I believe, yeah, I did win the die roll. So that was pretty huge. I think this was Dimir Control, if I remember right. This is very mid-hand, but it has a decent turn 2 into 3. Yeah, okay, so it was Dimir Control. Thoughtseize takes our Fable. I kind of felt like we were probably dead in the water here, but we ended up drawing just pretty hot off the top, if I remember right. Yeah, another Blood Tithe. Them shock seizing turn 1 kind of just won the game for me. Yeah, I mean, no 3-mana board wipes in blue-black, so I'm just getting to Kraken for 6. They have the, an Edict, but they still take 3. And now next, on their end step, I can just crack a Blood, Alms of the Vein, get them down to 7. And they're just getting increasingly more in the danger zone. And then Shrapnel Blast. So here, this game, it was basically just Shrapnel Blast as the win con. Once I drew that, they're up to 4 mana now, and they have 5 cards in hand. They're going to start just running away with this game. So I have to win fast, so I needed to sneak this Shrapnel Blast under a counterspell. So basically, I'm just kind of, trying to get all the interaction out of their hand that I can, and I just patiently hold this Shrapnel Blast and just kind of wait for a chance to do it. I believe here, they still just don't do anything. Crack in with Epicure, and then I threw down the Blood Tithe, again, just waiting to fire off the Shrapnel Blast to get it under a counterspell. And I believe they untap and go to play, the board wipe. So they cast Deadly Cover Up, and then just 5 of them in the face. Exactly what we'd hoped for them to do on a game 2. This one was a little bit more of a beating. Had a great curve. Epicure into Harvester into Fable if I draw the land. And then a free Croaks at a pitch. And Croaks is just massive in the control matchups. Threw down the Copter. They negate it. That's fine. We want to chew up all of their counter spells. If they want to counter a Copter, that's a-okay with me, because I want to resolve a Fable. Just playing out all the lower impact stuff. I meant to cast Copter right there. That was a misclick. I meant to cast the Copter. That way I could just crew it with Harvester next turn, but it still wasn't the worst play in the world, especially they had the push anyway, so that Copter was 100% dying before it ever got to swing. But now we played out the Copter. They negated again. So now it's looking more like next turn our Fable's going to be free to resolve. They cast an Alkalots, and that was the killer. I wasn't ready for that. So that just kind of stonewalls us. It's a fast clock on us, and they're just, the lifelink just gets them out of there. Free discard on Croaks is nice, but it's just not really going to be enough. Yeah, discard the Thoughtseize. It's not good at this point. I probably should have played and equipped the Bloodthorn Flail here just to maybe get some extra points of damage. But, escaping the Croaks ended up just being better anyways. Yeah, they had the push for the escape Croak, so I would have liked our chances had that not happened. Yeah, they were just beating me down. I think I scooped it up here pretty soon. Yeah, they Path of Peril, get rid of all my dudes. I draw a land, and it's over. That was just a textbook game for them. They got pretty much everything they wanted. And then on the play for game 3, kept a very risky one-lander, but it's gas if I draw lands, and I think you just have to go for the high upside in the control matchup and just risk it for the biscuit. They play Surveil land, and I believe I untapped. Oh, I didn't rip a land yet, but I think I did start ripping lands pretty soon. Oh, not yet. Yeah, the Field of Ruin was tough. Cut me off a black mana, and I only have 1 basic in the deck. So that was also a tough one. Pitch the Croaks out of the Blood. Yeah, they were looking for a chance to get rid of that Bomat Carrier. That's fine with me. So then, as you can see, we ripped 2 lands in a row, and now we're just off to the races. We got a handful of spells. We're just ready to rattle them off. Yeah, Kalitas, that is fine. That's about to get blasted. Spoiler alert. For a minute, I debated on maybe holding it up and trying to combat Trick, but it just wasn't worth it. Shrapnel Blast, just clean answer, gets rid of it real quick. opponent main phase deduced, and then Path of Peril. I was totally fine with that. Losing 4 power on the board sucks, but that means we just get to resolve Fable, drawing the Croxatu, so we just have so many free discards next turn, and we get the dream of double Madness spell discarding off of Fable. So it's basically draw 2, deal 6 to my opponent for 2 mana. Yeah, drew the Tears of Valakut. I did board in the Tears of Valakut just for the Alkalots, because I have no way to really deal with that card outside of Shrapnel Blast, and I really want to be using Shrapnel Blast on face if I can. But yeah, so we swing in with the Goblin, get him down to 3. We are... Yeah, opponent's not looking good here. They crack the clue, and then I think here they Thoughtseize, or no, they deadly cover up to get rid of the Croxa that's in the yard. They saw my hand and they had enough, so they scooped it up. So we ended up going 3-2 in this league. Not upset. We got crushed by, I think it was Amalia and Phoenix. Phoenix drew really well, and Amalia, horrible matchup, and I'm still trying to work out the sideboard plan for that. But overall, I was pretty happy, and I think it was a pretty fun league. But anyways, thank you for watching.